All right, we're back. We're here. Another Crush Cast. Thank you so much for joining in today. Got a special one today. We got Taylor Gregory from here on campus, a student.
Hello.
It's great to have you on.
Thank you.
First met Taylor out at one of our events we had on the lawn. I'm not sure which one it was.
I'm trying to remember. I think it was Rocktoberfest.
I think it was before that.
No, it was when I got this shirt, actually. It was because it was Rocktoberfest.
Yeah, it was Rocktoberfest. I was mixing it up with
October 15th?
I have no idea. I've slept since then. So, yeah, I have no idea. But yeah, no, you came up to the booth, the veterans booth, and we had some cool buttons out there.
Really cool buttons.
Yeah.
I liked them.
Yeah.
They caught my eye.
Yeah, no, they were really cool. I've actually seen people wearing them on campus.
Yeah.
I'm like, hey, that's a nice button. And
that's
like,
awesome. That's so cool.
In my mind, I'm
cool.
like, yeah, I made that.
That's really cool. That's tight.
Yeah. So, how are things going? Things are going good?
Yeah.
How many classes are you taking here?
Here at this campus, I'm only taking one.
One?
I was taking one at Fresno City. It wasn't the best. But I really enjoy this campus. Yeah. That's why I think, too, I just wanted to dedicate my time to this campus.
Yeah,
nice.
It really is. It's a fun campus. There's a lot going on. It's very nice. Everything's nice and new.
Yeah.
The one thing that I would somewhat change would be more hangout spot.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, I get that.
Because it'd be fun for people to socialize a little bit more, and that's kind of what this podcast is trying to do: get people's voices out there, get people to know each other. You know, like my goal for this would be for like you to be walking out there and someone go, "Oh my gosh, you're the girl from the podcast," you know?
Don't blow my head up.
Yeah.
Don't blow my head up.
That's the goal. That is definitely the goal, to get people excited about something.
Yeah.
You know, to make them feel like they're a part of something bigger, and just light a fire on the campus and get people talking and get to know each other a lot more. So what class are you taking?
I'm taking Spanish 1.
Spanish 1.
Yeah,
and
Español
you're
Uno.
part of the Spanish club too.
I am.
Yeah.
I am new. I'm not like I can't really represent because I've only been to a few of the meetings because of my work schedule. Mm-hmm. But I've been trying to carve out that time. Yeah. I will be there tomorrow. We meet Wednesdays and Fridays.
That's awesome.
Yeah. It's nice.
That's really cool. So what have you guys done so far?
Well, it was really cool. We went to the Raisin Hell Ranch in Madera. It was scary. Yeah. It was fun, though. It was a lot of fun.
Did you get freaked out?
Oh, my gosh. I was so scared.
What attractions did they have there?
They had a corn maze. That was like a blackout corn maze. And it was pretty fun because they were throwing corn at us. They were just standing in the maze, chucking corn at us. And one of my friends she said, are they throwing it or is it just falling? And as soon as she said that, they chucked one right at her.
Like little corn kernels?
No, like
ears of corn.
Ears of corn, yeah. The whole cob. It was so cool. It was fun.
But it was fun?
Yeah, and then they had the walkthroughs, the attractions. They jump out and scare you.
I love Halloween for the costumes.
Yeah.
There's
hard.
always some fun stuff. I actually started DJing because of Halloween parties. Yeah. I loved all the costumes. I loved all the decorations. Because if you do just a normal party, you might not decorate as much as you would for Halloween. Mm-hmm. I DJ'd one just this last Halloween a couple weeks back, and I got these awesome spider webs that are like strung all over the speakers.
And those are hard to clean up though afterwards.
It wasn't bad. So basically you just picture like a glob of cotton.
Yeah.
And then the way that they rolled it, you could just stretch it out real good.
Yeah. I've used those around my apartment, and I put it on a bunch of like the hedges, and they were impossible to get off the hedges because they would just get stuck to all the twigs and the branches, and it was impossible to get off.
It didn't stick too much. I didn't have a lot of things on the booth and all the equipment that would really stick to it.
The nice thing is you can get it at the 99-cent store for $1. Yeah. You just get it.
I don't even know how much I paid. I bought a bunch of other stuff too. I got like fake blood and stuff.
I love fake blood.
Yeah,
I have a lot of fun.
I was like a soldier, and then so like I put some blood like on my arm, and then like wrapped it like I had got an arm injury.
That's tight. Yeah, that's good. That's a good one. That's a good one.
Yeah, it was really good. We're gonna try something here. We have what they call it, cup of noodles, right?
Yeah, cup of noodles.
And this is,
I don't know if that's the official name though.
This is like the cheddar cheese version of it. Now I don't. Okay, it's still a little bit warm.
Is it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, it has a little warmth to it.
We're gonna have an official taste test here on the Crushcast.
What concerns me is it's still soup. It's still a broth. Still noodles in a broth.
It's not creamy.
It's not.
I don't know. I have a feeling we're gonna be surprised because it smells decent.
It's alright.
I don't know. Here we go.
Okay,
I'm gonna get our napkins ready.
Oh yeah. Okay, we gotta get a good bite too. You better not play around.
Oh no, I might finish it. I know.
Okay, ready?
Get all sloppy. It's no mac and cheese, but it would work if I was in a bind.
It's very interesting because it's the essence of mac and cheese in a cup of noodle soup.
Yeah.
That's what I would describe it as.
Yeah.
Like if you eat a soup and you're used to the way the sauce tastes, or the spices, it's that with the essence of mac and cheese.
Yeah. I would say I'm surprised, but I had a feeling that it would taste like this because it's got the cheddar. It's got the cheddar, but like you were saying, it still has the other flavoring of it being like a cup of noodle soup.
I don't think I'll go back for the second bite. I think I'll pass on that. I thought about it, but I think I got the full experience with the one bite.
I skipped out on my meals setting all this up, so I think I'm going to have one more. So while I'm doing that, tell me what you do outside of school.
I work. I spend a lot of time working. I do hair, cut hair.
Nice. And your hair is awesome.
Thank you.
Super, super curly and...
It's crazy.
So what kind of color were you going for? Is that the color you were going for?
This was the color I was going for to match my Halloween costume.
And what type of... Okay, so like an orangish, because you were...
I was Miss Frizzle.
From the...
Magic School Bus.
The Magic School Bus. Yeah, it came out awesome.
Yeah, thank you. It was really fun. A lot of people loved it. I wasn't going to do anything, but I did end up hitting the town, and I was responding to Frizzle all night. It was pretty fun. Hey, Frizzle!
That's awesome.
Cool. Yeah.
It's great that everybody picked up on it.
Mm-hmm. Not everybody. Some people needed to be reminded, but once I told them, did you ever see the Magic School Bus? Oh my God! You're the teacher.
So did you go out with your little lizard?
Oh yeah,
attached
the whole
and everything?
nine. The lizard, yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
It really did look great.
Yeah,
it was awesome.
Thank you.
So you do hair here in town in Columbus?
Yes, in Fresno.
In Fresno?
Yes.
What is the percentage of people that come in and just say, they give you not very much to work with? They're just like, I want something, not sure.
In a sense, a lot, but in the way you're speaking of, not very many give you just like, hey, do what you want. But in a sense, I would say about 80% of people come in unsure of what they want, but knowing what they like and don't like. So I'm guiding them to make the decisions that they want to make about their hair that would suit them, that they like.
Yeah.
Because a lot of people do come in like that, but they don't want me to make my decision for them. They want me to make their decision for them. So it's a lot of communication, a lot of trying to understand somebody, learning about their lifestyle, how they want to get up and do their hair every day. Are you spending time? Are you using products? Are you not? All that stuff. You have to really think about all that and then make their decision for them.
So it really takes some good communication and listening skills on top of haircutting skills.
Yeah, for sure.
So like when I go in, usually what I say is like, I want to clean up the sides and the back, probably with a 0 or a 1. And then usually I keep the top pretty lengthy, and usually I'll tell them to just take an inch off. Is that pretty?
That's one of the people that I would say is just in the other 20%. Just come in. This is how I get my hair cut.
So would you say that I was like very specific?
Yeah. I would know exactly what to do. The only other question I ask is the neckline. Do you like to round it? Do you like to square? Do you like it to taper to skin? It's only.
Whenever they ask me that.
And the sideburns, we would talk about sideburns.
Whenever they ask me that, I just kind of say the first thing that comes to my mind because I don't have a preference. It's like, do you want it rounded?
Just say no preference. I don't have a preference.
No, I'm kind of random like that. Like I like to mix it up, so I'll just say whatever. I don't know if it's consistent.
What I like about the no preference is you do get to mix it up, and then you get to let the stylist be the artist. Yeah. So when people tell me no preference, I look at their hairline. I think what would be best suited for their hairline.
Yeah,
it's pretty fun.
Cool.
Yeah,
that's awesome. So you like where you work at?
I do. It's fun. I work at Supercuts.
Super.
I give the Supercuts.
How super is that?
Well, you see Superman every week, so
don't they have like a very good app system set up. You can schedule appointments.
And they're really moving forward. They're really moving forward in this area, at least. They're moving forward with a lot of technology. We've now installed a tablet that you can check yourself in to our system with, and that keeps things running smoothly for everybody.
I've always wanted to try the ones with the hot towel massage and the sports stuff going on. Never done it. I mean, I'm from Kingsburg. We have a few salons type things and a barber shop. Not a ton of variety like that, but we're small. We have plenty for who we have there. And then also my dad, he never went to school for it, but he just cuts hair. That's cool. He cuts his own hair.
That's cool.
In the mirror. It's wild. And then so whenever I'm feeling like I need a haircut and I don't want to go down and pay, $15 or $20, I'll just, hey Dad, let's go to the backyard. I got the extension cord. And so we'll go out there and he'll just cut my hair, and he's never done a bad job. So
that's funny. That's cool. Yeah, I always like to say the men in my life are lucky because I'm always cutting their hair. That's awesome. They don't have to pay for haircuts.
Always looking fresh.
Yeah, I'm actually cutting my grandfather's hair on Thursday.
Ooh.
Making the house call.
That's cool.
Yeah.
That's cool. You got to get a little mobile setup, and then you can just kind of start your own business.
I got some ideas, but I don't know if that's one of them.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's one of them, but I've got some ideas that I'm scheming up down the line.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
So, Clovis Community College, how long have you been here at the school?
This is my first semester.
First semester.
First time coming back to school. Yes.
Yeah, nice. I took summer classes, and then this was my first semester. Started working in the resource center, got involved in the vet club with Doug and all them, and it just took off.
That's fun.
Really fast.
Yeah.
It's very exciting.
I feel the same. I mean, look at me here now, sitting with you doing this too. Yeah. So
well, the great thing is if you put yourself out there like you've done, like I've done, it's amazing what you can accomplish.
Yeah.
If you really don't, not necessarily care what people think, but if you just kind of go out there with, this is what I want to get done, and this is what I'm hoping to do. And as far as networking and meeting new people and starting stuff like this, or doing stuff like what we're doing with the Veterans Club, trying to do a social event every week or every other week where we just play games and hang out and have music.
Yeah.
If you have those types of goals and you just do it and not really care what other people are thinking, it's amazing what we've accomplished so far and what we can accomplish.
Yeah.
So you're taking the Spanish class.
Yep.
So
See.
See.
The one word everybody knows.
Bueno. So are you going to keep continuing taking classes? Do you have a goal of I need to get this degree or that degree?
I have no real goal with that because I consider myself a career woman already with doing hair. So for me, school is putting tools in my tool belt. And one of my main goal for school is to walk away fluent and conversational in Spanish.
Oh yeah, that's huge.
That's the main goal.
Here in the Central Valley in California, that's huge.
Yeah.
It'll open up a lot of doors.
And you know what? My professor Daniel Gutierrez, phenomenal, great Spanish teacher. He put on his syllabus at the very bottom. He put a quote. It was an old French proverb. It says, "A man who knows 2 languages is worth 2 men," and that is so true.
Yeah,
so
it really
true.
is, and communication is key. That's what this is. That's what we're doing here.
Key.
And to be able to communicate with as many people as you can. I think it's amazing people in Europe how many languages they speak because they all are over there.
Yeah, and it opens up a world.
Yeah,
it opens up a whole world of people. It opens up a whole access to a whole new community.
Yeah. It's very common for people over there to speak a half dozen or more languages.
Yeah.
Or dialects or whatever the heck they want to call
I think
them.
it's neat now that kids these days are a lot of them are bilingual. They're going to bilingual schools and dual immersion, they call it. I have a cousin who's doing French and she's fluent in Spanish.
Wow. That's amazing. I know we had Spanish at Kingsburg High. I couldn't tell you if we had anything else.
Yeah.
I tried my hand at Spanish. I think I got a C or something the first semester, and then I started dating this girl in class, and then that was it. I stopped paying attention.
Of course.
Yes.
As you do in high school.
Yeah, it wasn't my thing. Plus, too, the teacher was really cute. Yeah. Señorita Stoll.
That's hilarious.
Yeah.
That's great.
So I didn't pay very much attention.
That's great.
Yep. So we've done some pretty cool things on this campus. It's nice. I know we've already kind of talked about it a little bit, but the school's growing. You know, we're going to be getting some new buildings and stuff like that. That's
I'm
really
excited.
exciting.
Yeah, I love stuff like that.
I don't know if I'll still be around because, I mean, it's probably going to take a long time.
Yeah.
They might. I think they were going to break ground on the next building this next year, 2020.
Really?
Could be wrong. Should pay more attention.
I
do know that the last 2 years, Clovis Community College has won the fastest growing community college, #1 in the state of California.
Wow.
The last 2 years in a row.
I believe it.
Yeah. So, and in fact, running the numbers, I believe Clovis Community College here on campus and through online is serving like over 13,000 students. And if you Google search the population of Kingsburg, where I'm from, it's like 12,000.
Wow.
So, yeah, it's pretty amazing.
Yeah.
It's pretty amazing what they got going on.
Yeah.
There's a lot of good things. I know our choir program, which I'm a part of, is growing quite a bit. I mean, there's about 9 or 10 of us, but we just have such a great sound. We're able to do a lot of cool stuff.
You're booking more gigs off campus now?
Well, we've done the President's Breakfast. We did a President's Chancellor dinner just on Sunday, and we've done a Fresno City Music Festival, Fresno Pacific Music Festival, and we just started Christmas music yesterday. There are some
fun.
really amazing pieces that we're going through. There's one, it was Believe from the Polar Express, and there's this like real jazzy drummer boy one that the piano is just...
You're taking me back to the good old days in high school.
You did choir in high school?
Yeah, I did choir for 11 years.
That we have a lot of stuff in common.
Yeah.
What was some of the coolest concerts you did?
Man. Well, you got me thinking about the pieces we did.
Yeah.
I'd rather just sit and talk about the pieces that we did. One, because you made me think about Christmas. We did the quintessential Charlie Brown Christmas medley, and it was so much fun.
We're doing one from that too.
Yeah.
Christmas time.
Yeah, ours was a medley of that, Angels We Have Heard on High, and then the piano, I can't remember what it was called, the Lucy, the one she plays, and we just do-do-do'd it the whole time, and it was very jazzy, and it was really fun. Very cool. Fun, yeah. We
did a lot of very cool things. So I was a part of the jazz choir, which was, I think it was a 14-person, 7 guys, 7 girls group, and we did all vocal jazz pieces. Some of it was, like you were saying, we just did the do-to-dos or the ahs or whatever. There was one called Voice Dance, which was actually...
Sounds fun already.
It was, yeah, it was written for one of, like, a director's friend's wedding or something like that, and it was performed specifically for that. So there was like Voice Dance 1 and Voice Dance 2. I don't know if they kept going, but they were for different parts of the wedding. So they had like the processional and the recessional, like the songs were made for those parts of the wedding.
Yeah.
So we did those. Those are really cool.
That is neat.
So we did Reno Jazz Festivals. There was a jazz festival that we did up in the mountains somewhere. I couldn't tell you where. And then we were also, as part of the jazz choir, we were part of the concert choir, and we did some really cool concerts there. Did you guys ever do the Candlelight Disneyland performance? So what it was a performance of a bunch of choir songs, and it was narrated by a guest celebrity, and they do it obviously. And
who was your guest celebrity?
This is the exciting part.
Okay.
We had Dick Van Dyke as our celebrity narrator. They've had some great ones recently.
Whoa.
This was back in like, oh man, 05, 06,
and
something
so
like that.
Does that mean you were within proximity of him?
Oh yes. We did rehearsals earlier in the day, and we did the rehearsal.
Did you meet him?
I mean, like, no. But he was, he was in our presence. It was a mass choir, so it was Kingsburg High School plus other choirs and like a Disney choir, and there was a couple of Disney soloists that did some fun stuff. But he was right there, and I was right behind him up halfway in there. We did do a very cool performance with the Fresno State Choir in New York City at Carnegie Hall.
Wow.
So the
big one.
Yes. So that's the one where on Home Alone when he's in New York and he's up looking with that lady down at the stage. I've sang on that stage.
That's crazy.
It was amazing. And after that, we went and we got on a dinner dance cruise and like went around the, I think, is it a bay or the harbor or whatever they call it? So like we're right there. There's the Statue of Liberty and everything. And that night at midnight, I turned 16.
Wow. Yeah. That's an adventure.
Yeah.
That's fun.
The weird thing was I never really realized that I had such an amazing sweet 16.
Yeah, that's fantastic.
And it was just recently I'm thinking like, what?
That's fantastic. I got my cartilage pierced for my 16th birthday.
Very nice.
So I think we've both had very sweet 16s.
Spectacular sweet 16s. Yeah.
It was a great moment. I went to Claire's and it was wonderful.
Both of those moments almost were as good as that cheddar
almost
noodle soup that we had earlier.
Almost.
Yeah, close second.
I'm almost thinking about going back for more, but I don't want to appear greedy.
Yeah, well, there's plenty of other snacks that we could probably thoroughly enjoy.